What's up, YouTube? This is Politically Incorrect. So I've had a sub ask me, I was going to talk about this anyway, but I had a sub ask me, what are my thoughts about the whole American pullout from Afghanistan? Like, what are my thoughts about that? And, you know, quite honestly, I think the majority of Americans, sometimes I think when we look at social media, we think that's a snapshot of America, but in reality, it's really not. I think most Americans really don't give a fuck. And I don't want to sound overtly cruel, you know, but look, if my memory serves me correctly, we've been in that country since 2002. Here it is, 2021. So that's most of Bush's first term, all of his second term, both of Obama's two terms, all right? All of Trump's term into Biden's administration. So that's 19 going on 20 years we've been dealing with this shit. It's cost us a lot of fucking money. And don't get me wrong, a lot of these contractors over there made a lot of fucking money too. American contractors and contractors throughout the world made a lot of fucking money. But still, it's cost us a lot of money being over there too. I don't know exactly how much off the top of my head, but I would assume maybe $1 trillion. I'm thinking 2,500 American soldiers were killed in Afghanistan, if I'm not mistaken. We still been, and even after the Iraqi war more or less ended, we still have been having a presence there. Well, you still have had the random soldier killed by some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Uh, a kid strapped with a bomb on him or some shit, or some stray shooting from some fucking pissant, uh, Taliban representative fucking citizen or some shit, or Taliban supporting citizens. That's bullshit. So we still been having some shit going on over there. So yeah, I don't care. We've given these people 20 years of our attention from foreign policy standpoint. 20 years. And what is up with Afghanistan anyway, man? Didn't something like this happen in 1979 when Carter was president, when Russia took over, when Russia invaded them or some shit? Help us, please. We need to help America. We need help, Union. Fuck that shit. That's our problem now, is that we're too nice and we think about everybody else instead of addressing our own affairs. Now, I'm not a person that thinks that foreign policy isn't important. It is. Foreign policy is very important. Uh, but when you're someone like me and you see what's going on in this country, we need to address our own shit right now. Okay? We got a lot of shit going on. Okay? We're still dealing with this pandemic. The economy is still fucked up. We don't need to have anything draining money from our own fucking resources here in America right now. I'm not saying we need to go back to being an isolationist country. No, our role in the world is different. So we're never going to be an isolationist, country anymore. Okay, Robert Taft. This I'm not Bob Taft. Okay, I don't know if you even get that reference, but anyway, uh, yeah. So our role is different, but we got a lot of shit going on, man. The pandemic's still going on. Economy's fucked up. Um, Shout out to LB because he mentioned this on his live stream. Um, the eviction moratorium ends, I believe, in October. So there could be, and most likely will be, unless there's another extension, there's going to be most likely an unprecedented amount of homeless people in this country. Which leads me to the conclusion that if that happens, there's going to be a major spike in crime. And because in some situations, you're going to have people taken in, family members who are struggling and homeless, or whatever, right? You're going to have an additional 2 to 5 people living in homes and apartments. who, may be working. I don't know, but it's going to be a strain on the economy. You know, I honestly believe there's going to be a fourth stimulus package, but I don't know. But we got look. The point is, we got a lot of shit going on in this country right now, and let's not act like police brutality and police shootings have stopped. They're still going on. It's just the media isn't focusing on that shit right now. You know what I'm saying? When Trump was there, they were showing that shit every fucking day. You know, but for some reason, they want to act like that doesn't exist now. But let me say this too. All of these right wingers who are like criticizing the Biden administration, um, fuck you. Because while I don't fuck with Biden or Harris, right? Aren't you the same motherfuckers who voted for Trump because of his nationalist message? America first. Stop interfering with other nations. Wasn't one of the things that they always talked about was Trump wasn't getting involved in other people's messes? And Trump was going to eventually withdraw from Afghanistan anyway, had he got reelected. Even if it was more of a gradual thing. And anyway, it wouldn't have mattered any fucking way. Even if we stayed that motherfucker to 2060, okay, and pulled out gradually, the Taliban still would have took over. Okay? Only thing that happened is Al Qaeda got replaced by the Taliban. Sometimes you just can't help it. As Apocalypse would say, you're only delaying the inevitable. I, who am eternal, shall never be defeated. And when we talk about the Middle East, shit like that just is bound to happen. Democracy ain't for everybody, okay? It's just not. But back to my point, you motherfuckers, now all of a sudden y'all want to say, oh, well, what Biden did was wrong. When you motherfuckers were advocating the same shit, stay, worry about America, worry about our shit. So fuck them with their fake outrage. But that's pretty much all I got to say in this video. Um, you know, I know it's pretty bad, man, because you had people like hopping on planes, like hanging on planes, trying to flee the Taliban, and I understand, but nobody's crying a tear for us. Nobody cares about the shit that we're going through, you know. So yeah, at the end of the day, I really don't. I'm sorry. We got our own shit to worry about, you know. So what you guys think?